Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Ryder Sigety. I'm a 3-time national GNCC champion, 4-time national GNCC champion, and an AmPro factory support off-road racer. This is I forget the name of it.
Eagle's Nest. We did just talk about this 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, I asked him before we started recording. I said, what's the name? But this is an Eagle Smith, I think.
Eagle's Nest.
Eagle.
1 down, 5 up.
Eagle's Nest. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna let my dad take it.
Oh my god. Talking, it's a new experience. Yes, this is a totally new series for the Northeast area. When I say Northeast, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, called TOR, for Temple Off-Road Racing. And stay tuned, because this is going to be, in my opinion, the biggest, most professionally run local series in the area. And there's a lot of differences between this and what else is being done in the area. But basically, it is a mirror copy of J-Day. So if you know what J-Day is, and you know what this is, and if you know what J-Day is, we will explain it. So definitely stay tuned. So right here's a interesting thing, right there.
Yeah, right there. I don't know if you saw it, but the person in first place, now we're in the back camera, he took a line that goes around this endurocross section. And then behind me is Dominic Griffith, Dom. And Dom and I go in the endurocross.
Wait, look to the side. You can see the other racers on the side of the screen. They were taking the non-endurocross section. That's the scene right there where the leader took the non-endurocross section.
You see, he goes around the endurocross. I'm hitting it. And before the race, this was first moto of the day. So it's at 8 o'clock. And I don't feel like I don't know about everyone else, but I didn't really know how much faster the endurocross really was. I didn't know if it was any faster, actually. But I figured I'd give it a shot. And I come around here, and you can kind of see where all that yellow ribbon to the right is. I was in first now, so I guess it was faster because I had this whole moto track to myself.
Yeah, so 8 o'clock in the morning was around 30 degrees. It was like 27 on the way, 28 on the way, from the motorhome to the trailer to the starting line. And I was very nervous that those logs were going to be frozen.
This is the endurocross section, the next lap, by the way.
Yeah, that's the split, yep. So, he's the first race of the day. No one knows how hard this is going to be because these kids are to be the first ones on it. So, who's this person behind you?
Dom.
Oh, that's Dom, okay. And who was in the lead, do you remember?
Right now, I'm in the lead, and Dom's in second.
I mean, who took the non-endurocross section?
I forget.
Okay, so anyway, the kids kind of got thrown to the wolves here to figure it out. So you exit the endurocross section here, and then you can see the other racers starting to come onto the course. So if you took the endurocross section, you saved approximately 10 seconds if you didn't make a mistake. And even though both these kids didn't make a mistake, TOR actually has a video on their Instagram page where it's just all the mistakes. And not everyone's mistake, but it's just a video of mistakes. And it's really funny because a lot of people went down. As a matter of fact, when I was racing, some guy went down right in front of me that I was battling with, and his footped got stuck in my front wheel.
So more about this moto. This moto, I had a really big big lead, I thought, actually. At one point in the race, I had like a 35-second lead. And by last lap, Dom had pretty much caught me because I started to kind of take off the pace so I could save energy for my other motos. And here, we're coming into the last mile, and Dom is just right on my tail, and I see lappers ahead, so I was definitely scared because I didn't even know he was there. I don't know if you guys saw in the last clip, but I kept checking back to see if he was there because I didn't know who it was. So it just came down really close to the end. But either way, whether I got first or second, I had to win the second moto, really, so it didn't matter a ton.
So when he says second moto, the format at this type of racing is called GP racing. Oh, here's our second moto, by the way. Actually, first moto, second class.
Yeah, so this is the schoolboy class, and I was really surprised to get a whole shot on this class because on the Town & Country bike, the Town & Country sponsored bike, I was able to whole shot a bunch of 250s and 125s. You see them all here behind me. So in the schoolboy class, the person I really battled the most with was Caleb Hoffman, which was, you see that crash right there? Which was a little weird because the day before, Caleb Hoffman and I were riding the track together, and they were battling, but it was so fun battling with him. He was respectful, and so was I, so it was just, it was a good battle. I think he might be in third now, I'm not sure. But this this moto, we had a little bit of a battle, and then it kind of got spread apart, and then right before the end of the moto, it gets brought right back together again.
So the way this GP series, Tour series works is you do 2 races a day, and then you get a combined score for your overall finish. So for instance, if you get a first and a third, your combined score is a 4, and then if you have 4 is the lowest, you get first place. So here he is racing, and this is the second class he raced for the day. He raced like Super Mini, and he also raced 14-16 Super Mini, which he won the first moto, but just barely. And then this is the schoolboy class, which you can have up to a 250F, and I think be up to 17 years old. And right now, I think he's in second. Are you in second, Ryder?
I think so.
Stop playing on Instagram and pay attention to the video.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I am not in second. I'm in first.
Okay, good. And by the way, it was so cold he had to wear a vest. Couldn't wear his backwards facing camera on his vest, so today we ran it on the helmet, and it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, actually, let me know what you guys think of this angle, but I like it on the top of the head better, but I guess it can be dangerous too. And the reason we can run it, you see second place just fell. But the reason we can run it on the top of the helmet here and not at other races because this is not an AMA race. You see me just roost. I think that was Billy Key. I felt bad because I didn't mean to do that, but I just completely roosted him.
Yeah, that pile of mulch was so like wet and steamy that when you roosted through there, it created smoke. Oh, this was bad.
Yeah, so if you notice, my roost starts all the way at the bottom of that jump. You guys can go back and look. I overjumped that thing so far, I thought it was going to hurt really bad. But the factory connection suspension soaked it up pretty good. And it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought, but it was still a rough hit.
Good plug, you're learning, son. But that was a tabletop that you overjumped, right? Not just a regular jump.
Yeah, no, that was a tabletop, and I don't know what happened because I've already done a bunch of laps, but I just sent it way too far.
Yeah, so the way the Tour series works is there's like 6 or 7 different motos in the morning, and then in the same order, 6 or 7 different motos, I forget, in the afternoon. And he did 2 motos in the morning, did 2 motos in the afternoon. So this is the second moto in the morning. And how did you finish this race?
This race I ended up finishing in second, which you guys, I don't know if we saw this already, if we're about to see this, but I get passed by Caleb Hoffman in the Endurocross section, and I don't get the chance to make. So look, this isn't the lap he passes me, but you see, there's a lapper or rider in between Caleb and I. Caleb is the one that just did a little wheelie on the left, and he's right on my tail. He's trying to catch me.
So at the
he's about to get taken out by a lapper. Not taken out, but look, the lapper gets kicked off to the left, and it stops Caleb. It gives me a chance to get away and hold him off for another lap.
Yeah. So at the end of this race, it was so close that the minutes and the seconds for the both of you were exactly the same. It had to come down to milliseconds, and he was first and you were second.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
I think we're about to come out to the Endurocross section now, but I think it looks sick with him following me. This camera, it just looks really cool. It's like a new perspective, because normally if I'm in first, you wouldn't be able to tell at all what's happening, and when I'm riding, I can't tell what's happening. But then I look at this, and it's cool to watch, especially with all the different lines. But yeah, you see, he gets to the left of me here, and he does get around me pretty good. We go over the rock section, and by the time we get over them, I don't know what I did wrong, but he was past me, and I try to take a different line than him. It doesn't really work, but then he makes a mistake, so I'm like, oh, I have a chance. And we're coming into this mulch, both of us the same speed, but I don't want to hit him, so I let him go first, and now he's in first and I'm in second.
That was a good recount of the battle. I like that. Very good.
So on Saturday at this race, they had a pit bike race. So I'll play a little clip of the pit bike race here. But I raced the Teleria because they had an e-bike class and I have a Teleria. But it was really fun. I didn't do good at all though. I did actually pretty terrible. But it didn't matter. I don't know. I had a good time, and it was cool to like be able to ride with all my friends on pit bikes at night. I had a good time.
Somebody actually entered the pit bike race on a full 18-wheel, 21-inch wheel electric bike and crashed into you off the start.
Yeah, and then my feet got caught under the foot pegs, and it hurt so bad, and then everybody passed me. I had like the whole shot before that too.
And that's funny and ironic because I made you wear boots, and only a couple kids wore like motorcycle boots. Like, so there was kids out there in Crocs and stuff. I'm like, man, if someone hit those ankles with the Crocs on, they'd be doomed.
Yeah, right here, I almost got cut off by that lapper.
Oh, that was bad. You should rewind that.
I'm sure
Whoever's watching, like, he just totally cross jumped right there.
Yeah, I'm sure like he didn't mean to, but I was trying to pass him, and I had to slow down. And thank God I did, because he went completely from the left side of the track to the right side. I remember passing people on this straightaway. It was sketchy. It was not a wide straightaway. And to the left, where I had to pass them on, was really rooted out. I don't know. It felt weird.
And you could actually see it if you rewind it, or the next lap you'll see it. It was pretty off camber. Like, it was definitely leaning off to the right side. That, you know, he just lost control a little bit, and it was a little wet. You should definitely be in the ribbons.
Right here, I really wanted to beat Caleb, but at the same time, I was thinking to myself, like, if I beat Caleb, obviously I was trying everything I could to beat him, but whether I beat him or not, I have to beat him in the next moto, because it's whoever did the best in the last moto. So
if your scores are tied, I mean, a 2-1 and a 1-2, both are threes at the end of the day, but whoever does better in the last moto becomes the winner. So if you get a 2 here, if you got second place, you still have to get a first at the second moto to win.
Yeah, and from what it looked like, we were pretty far ahead of the other people in our class. So I figured that I would just try to pull through the next moto, I guess. But right now, I was pretty far behind them anyway.
So they also have drone footage chasing riders around at TOR. I can't wait to see how some of that comes out. That should be really cool.
And now we're gonna move on to Moto 3. So this will be the second moto for the Super Mini class, and I think I get the whole shot. Yep, I get the whole. Yeah.
So they actually have that of TOR footage, not on this race, but on the first race where you and the other kid in first place kind of collide a little bit. Is this where you yell a little bit here?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. I got the whole shot, and then I came into the first or second. I think that was the third corner actually, and I almost ate it because I almost like went right past the turn. And I was like, okay, I need to slow down.
So if you're looking at Ryder's helmet, you can see we have a Wheelworks and Recluse sticker on there. And Wheelworks is a company in northern New Jersey that literally I have never seen a company so in tune with wheels. Like, if you need any wheel work, repaired, bearings, spokes, rims, he does it all, and he knows exactly what spokes are stronger, what ones will stretch, what ones won't break, and what's the right thickness you can go to, and he's just really awesome. So check it out, Wheelworks. They're on Instagram and Facebook, and they also have a website in Stockholm, New Jersey. So when speaking with the promoter, the unofficial turnout for the day was 500 entries, which is really good for a series that this is their second race ever. And it's only a 3-race series this year, so it's not like a real big series. So that's pretty impressive. They had Craig DeLong, who's the GNCC champion, come out. His brother Andrew DeLong, who's a national enduro champion. Jason Tino, who's been top GNCC amateur. And I didn't see the battle between those two, but people said it was, or those three, but people said it was really awesome, with Craig DeLong getting first and Jason Tino hot on his tail, like, for the finish. So it was supposed to be a really good race. I wish I would have watched it.
Yeah, most people, like, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like I would have, not expected, but I would have thought that Craig DeLong would have been a lot farther ahead. I mean, he won the GNCC XC1 overall championship this year, but Tino and Craig were battling for a bunch of laps, and it was a cool battle to watch. It was really awesome.
So let's give Craig DeLong maybe a little credit where credit may be due. Like, maybe Craig just rode the speed he needed to do to win the race, but not take chances. Maybe. I'm not saying that's what happened, but like as we talk about all the time, the difference between A and B riders, the speed can be the same. It's just who's gonna make the mistake first. A B rider generally makes a mistake first. Now, I'm not saying Jason Tino's a B rider. He's definitely a top rider. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of it too, I think Tino was in first. It's possible that Craig just couldn't get along. Get around. There definitely wasn't a lot of passing lines in this race, but it was still really cool to watch. Especially if you're one of the underdogs to get the win, I guess. But this is the second moto for Schoolboy, and in front of me is Nick Toscano. So I was happy to see him get the whole shot, and then behind him, I forget who that is. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, but we make kind of quick work of him. And then the second corner here, I take the outside because the inside was really off camber, and I was able to just jump past him and kind of squeeze on the inside of him coming into this next corner.
That jump to flat was so perfect. Like, you really couldn't make a mistake. You could just hit that wide open, and it just worked out great. That was a perfectly laid out jump.
Yeah, definitely. So Nick actually leads for a pretty good couple minutes here, but I passed him the same way I passed first place in the first moto. He actually goes around the enduro cross section, but I'm sure Nick could have done it. He's a good rider, but it makes sense. You don't want to make too much of a fatal mistake and possibly lose 20 to 30 seconds. So I end up getting him there, but he was going really good actually. Like, I didn't feel like I was going that slow riding behind him at all. You see right here, he has a little sketchy coming into those roots. I remember getting sketchy there the moto before, so I knew to go around them.
That enduro cross section was actually, in my opinion, perfect. We've been to some J days where they have some really big obstacles, and you can't even just roll them without getting flipping over the bars and possibly hurting your wrist or something. Like, yeah, there was places where you could fall over in that enduro cross section, but nothing was that extreme. It was like just really slow you down kind of stuff. It was really laid out great. I heard Kane Wentz laid that out all on his own. Man, he did a perfect job.
Also, I don't know how many of you guys follow my Instagram, but you should definitely check it out because I just got 2 new YZ125s, not the Woods model, the Motocross model, and I'm really excited to check them out. So you guys should check them out because we have really cool videos of them in the house on our YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys saw it, but the kid I battled with last moto, Caleb Hoffman, he just got the most terrible start I've ever seen. And I love Caleb though. He's funny. But right now I think I'm in first, maybe second. But I'm in a good position to get the moto and not have Caleb catch me. But it wasn't as easy as you might think.
It's amazing how your Amancio tuned 105 hole shots these big bikes. Good for you. So I say this every video. I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but if you can please comment on the video. Say anything. Say, yeah, Dad, we get it. We're commenting. You don't have to keep reminding us. I don't care what you say. You can make fun of me, make fun of Ryder, like and subscribe. It would help Ryder a lot. Thank you very much.
Right here is a really bad rut, actually. It's hard to tell, but it was hard to get out of this little section. And once you get to the top of it, you can go really fast. It's a fast straighter right there. And on the TOR Instagram page, they have a video of Craig DeLong and Jason Tino, and they're ripping down that straighter. They had to be going at least 45, at 40, I would think at least.
I want to check that out. That's cool. So this is going to be one of our main series next year, the TOR series. And I'm going to race it too. I'm really excited to do that. I had some great battles in my class. And I'm inspired to train a little more and get my bike in better shape to race this. So we're coming to the end of the video. Again, thank you so much for watching. And please oh, by the way, Ryder did win this race, and he went 2-1, which beats Caleb, who went 1-2. And so he won the schoolboy class. Thank you again for watching, and hope to see you at the next one.
Yep, thanks guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.